What is going on, you guys? Petplatypus here, and it is time to talk about Hunter x Hunter chapter, what is this, 358? Like I mentioned in my Toriko chapter review, if you haven't seen it yet, I'll say it there as well, but Togashi has taken so many fucking hiatuses that Toriko now has almost 20 more chapters than Hunter x Hunter. And that's ridiculous, because Hunter x Hunter has like a 10-year head start on Toriko. But anyways, this chapter of Hunter x Hunter, sort of a mixed bag, but I liked it overall. We're finally getting to the whale ship departing, the king gets on board, the princes get on board. I felt a much better understanding of the plot of this arc in this chapter than any of these other long, droning chapters of dialogue, where it's like, okay, the king is going to discover the new world, as a king not should do, but could do, I suppose. His princes are coming along, people want the princes dead, to see who's the heir to the throne's gonna be. And I understood all of this before, but it just felt so much more cohesive and not disjointed in any way in this chapter in the beginning. They all get on board, it's all good to go, and then we get a layout of the decks and everything. And this is good. This is good information. It's info dumping you with like some walls of text, but they aren't too complicated to read, and you're getting information on the different decks of the ship and everything, and that's all good. I loved all that stuff. That stuff was fine. I like knowing all of these things, so we can kind of see how like some of the fighting's going to play out, some stealth-based Nenyus or something, so you don't get caught. Because I feel like there's going to be some fighting going on. Like, the things are set in motion by the end of this chapter, but I'm definitely curious to see how things are going to play out. You've got one of the princes with like a squad of dudes ready on standby. They're preparing for when they depart. They depart or landfall, I forget. It was either when they depart or once they arrive in a couple of months, I forget. But anyways, so they're all prepping their shit. Then Kurapika gets on the phone with the cow dude, and oh man, this is where the dialogue got ridiculous. This is where the dialogue turned into that fucking Togashi shit that's just... Seriously? Like, there's this one paragraph from Kurapika. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Yeah, page 14 on Manga Stream. He says, compared to the risk of strictly selecting people based on certain criteria, this kind of wishy-washy amendment will allow uncertain factors to enter the mix, greatly increasing the possibility of events transpiring that are beyond expectation. Are you fucking kidding me? There's like 5 other ways you could have wrote that to be way simpler, way more streamlined. Oh my god, whatever. I might have to switch to the Viz translations from now on for Hunter x Hunter, now that we're out of the Hisoka situation and we're getting more into the walls of text once again, because Viz just translates Hunter x Hunter way better. And it's not Manga Stream's fault. Manga Stream has said that they do it this way to match Togashi's style, and apparently Viz is the ones that are changing the translation a bit to streamline it, and I prefer that. Good job on you, Viz. But regardless, the dialogue was ridiculous with Kurapika talking to this dude. I got the idea. They were talking about how many doctors were there and how basically everything is completely... Like, the preparation time and the preparation they took was garbage. And that's basically the point they're getting across. How I can say that in like a minute and it takes like 5 minutes to read it here is ridiculous, but okay. And then at the end of the chapter, the mother, the queen, with the baby I believe, the baby's the prince and she's the queen, I'm pretty sure, yeah. And she's starting to freak out because she's a little pressured with this whole life or death situation that she's in. And then the baby has dark smoke coming from it, and Kurapika's like, what the fuck? Like, has that fucking SpongeBob meme moment. And that's pretty much the chapter. He has that SpongeBob meme moment, turns around like, what the fuck's wrong with that baby? And that's the chapter. But things are set in motion, don't know what's wrong with the baby. Things are going down. Someone said it's nothing, don't know who said it. But yeah. I was hoping that wasn't the last page of the chapter, because it felt like a weird last page to end on. Sometimes they say... Well, actually, that's more of an Oda thing, though, isn't it? Where it says, like, you know, chapter end, but then there's, like, one extra page. I feel like that's more of an Oda thing. But anyways, overall, the chapter was pretty good. Like I said, the walls of text got ridiculous. I'm not going to go into analyzing them. That's just pointless, because they're way simpler than they appear to be. The stuff with laying out how the decks work was really, really good, and a lot of the early stuff in the chapter was really, really good, kind of recapping what's going on without feeling like a recap. It's just those announcers kind of delivering the information. So it worked. It worked overall. It was a pretty solid chapter. I'd probably give it a 7.5, maybe a 7.8. I don't really think it's above good, though, so I'll probably just stick with that 7.5 rating. And, yeah, only big issue is the text. I mean, the artwork, also, I didn't say with the Toriko chapter, but of course the art was great in Toriko. The art in this chapter is really good, and, well, not really good, excuse me. It's good for, like, what Togashi does with his style. Like, he goes for a very simplistic style, which is fine. If he wants it to be simplistic, that's totally cool. Just don't get super sketchy and undetailed and ridiculously fucking sloppy, you know what I mean? Simplistic's fine, but there's a difference between simplistic and sloppy. And he goes sloppy, and that's when I criticize. Right now, though, the art in this chapter, perfectly fine, perfectly acceptable art. All around, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to some of the crowd shots, but I think they looked okay. Nothing really stood out to me as bad. The pace of the chapter was good up until the dialogue, where it got really, really slow. So all around, it is just a good chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Just borderline good. You know what my one big problem is with it, so that's this chapter of Hunter x Hunter. If you guys are watching this video and you don't know, I posted 3 videos today. Hunter x Hunter, Toriko, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. If you missed 2 of the other videos, they're on my channel. Go check them out. I upload them all at the same time, so if YouTube subscription fucked you over, click on my channel. They're there for you to watch. So with all that being said, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys think of this Hunter x Hunter chapter in the comment section below. You can also follow me on Instagram or add me on PSN. I'm petplatypus on both. Where was I at? I lost my fucking... Oh yeah, share it on social media, give me a thumbs up, both those would help me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already, or if you like what you've seen here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.